What is good, y'all? What is freaking good? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since I've been live. I'm gonna just stop pausing and just get right to it. It's crazy, but every time before I go live, I will literally have like a whole itinerary of like what I'm about to talk about. As soon as I get on, it's just like, damn. It don't leave my brain. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know where do I start? I want to start off by saying, how do I feel? I feel great, bro. Like, I really feel. I'm gonna be honest, because it's like two sides to it. Like, why I feel good, because I feel great. I can't lie. I'm blessed, and I'm gonna get to that. But man, it's weird. This is weird, bro. Cause like, okay, let me stop. Matter of fact, let me turn on the light. So you guys know. That's my side. I'm got a roommate right now. Let's see, let y'all give you like a full house tour. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all a little house tour of my room. See, when you first walk in, I'm not gonna show that way. I'm gonna just show from behind me. And I don't think I'm gonna show that. That was something. Yeah, I saw you saw it, but that's the little entry. You walk from that way, you can hear the people on the hallway. I'm gonna show it to you, by the way, if you don't know. And the new one, the one that I got transferred to, I'm gonna show you the inside. I think I should move this. Even though, you know, you have the bathroom. Comes with the, you know what I'm saying? And then you got my side. I don't want to show inside. I'm gonna clean that literally when I get off. Just, I say clean it, just make it more organized. Just like, even though I don't have nowhere to hang my coats, that's gonna stay like that. Just fix the top, because everything looks, you know what I'm saying, congested and stuff. What I've been thinking about, how I'm feeling, I feel great. But we're gonna get wound up into that in a little bit. What I've been thinking about, because I was doing the math in my head, right? And it was like, all right, I got my security license last year in July. I didn't get issued to me until December 30th, which is, I think that's 6 months. July, August, September. No, I got it at the beginning of July, August, September, October, November, December. That's exactly 6 months. Now, it was issued December 30th, 2025. We are now, today's the 23rd of March, 2026, which is a full 3 months, almost 4 months, until the next year. Even though it says it takes 4 to 6 weeks, we're damn there. Okay, anyway, but I have my security license, even though it's active. I don't have the physical card, but it's active. So I've been looking for a better security job, like from the one that I have now, because I get paid 17. Even though 17 is calm, because it was better than what I had before, which was nothing. So I'm grateful that I have this one. But what made me go live, and this is why And like I said, you guys, I always do this, bro. I always want to be transparent with you guys. The reason why I'm talking to you guys is because I was supposed to roll up, and I was just like, something told me sit down and just think. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, because every time I start thinking about stuff that I can't have, and I turn like that shit. Then I start thinking about why am I here? Like, I just start overthinking, and then it gets me like, I don't want to say mad, because I don't get mad anymore. Just like I get disappointed, like, and it gets like tiring again. I've been getting disappointed like my whole life, bro, and I'm like tired of getting disappointed. And like now I'm in a situation where I'm in control of my life, and it's like every decision I make feels like life or death, because you know what I'm saying. Even though it's been like that, but it's always been like that. But in hindsight, you never fully understand. I don't want to go in like too in deep, but you always have control over yourself. Not control over yourself. You always have. I think it is. Is it control? It is control, because that's what it is. That's what it's called. I'm glad I said that. But you always have control over yourself, no matter how old you are. It's you giving it up. I know it sounds crazy, but and I could be chatting, whatever I do. I'm like, that's cool. The things that I've been thinking about, like I said, I was in the midst of rolling up, but then I'm like, I'm tired of like what I'm gonna do right after I roll up is gonna be the same thing that I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be the same thing. It's just gonna be wasting time, and I feel like that's the thing that I'm tired of doing. Even though a job is cool, investments is cool, and everything like that is cool, it's just I'm not gonna say the time frame, but you work from a certain amount of hours. You come back home. You sitting and you're literally waiting to go back to work. That's literally the routine. You go to work for 8 to 9 or 10 or 12 hours, whatever the shift, my shift or whatever. Because that's what I was thinking about. That's what made me want to go and talk about what I'm talking about. Because this is the real reason why I'm live, bro. Because I have a security job that I'm working. It's 8 hours. It's 8:30, but you know, 30-minute break. When you work over, I think it's 10 hours, you get an hour break. Because when I was working for Amazon, that was the criteria. So the reason, like I said, the reason why I'm here is because, like I said, I was rolling up, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm about to get a new job, but with the job that I have, they're both temporary. Why did I apply to that? It's because what I have, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is what's frustrating, because it's like, this is all the things that I'm thinking about. I'm home right now because I have the blessing and the opportunity to have time to evaluate what the fuck I'm really doing, because I've never thought about this, because I've been working literally for 10 years straight. Not 10 years. I've been working for 10 years. And it didn't click until 2022, when it's just like, because it's just been like, yo, job is an opportunity, until 2022, where it's just like, damn, I really need to make something happen. And then, see, this is why I don't like this. If I smoked, none of this I wouldn't think about none of this. Like, I would just be on my bed. I wouldn't even be live. I'll be scrolling on watching on investment stocks and how to do this, and you feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's not like I don't have no choice. It's just shit like this is just. So both of these jobs are temporary. Now, if they're saying let's give a grace period of a job. They say that the job grace period is let's say not grace period. Let's say 3 to 5 days, right? Let's just say that. Let's just say on the low end they're gonna give you 3 days. So both jobs, let's say they give you 3 days, that's 6 days a week. You have 2 days off, right? But one job you have 4 days, the other job you have 3. So now you have 6 days a week. You only have 1 day off. Now both of your jobs, you're working 12-hour shifts. So now you're altogether that's 84 hours a week. So damn, but you're working 84 hours a week, and it's like, okay, yeah, you get to come home, but like I just told you, I was just about to do, which was smoke, and I'm thinking about what I was about to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally visiting the place, shelters the crib, but I'm literally visiting here, and I live at work. I'm at work most of my day. I'm only literally, because transportation is 2 hours. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's around 10 hours. And that's not even that, because I said I'm working 12, so that's what? It's a little like 8 to 8, and then 8, 9, 10 crib, and then 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 10 hours. But you're not thinking about the 10 hours like that, because 10 hours is like, all right, you're here, you get on drawers, you got a shower, all of that takes about like an hour, 2 hours. Then you're like, damn, 10, 9, 8 hours. Probably want to eat something. You probably want to watch a show. That's probably going to take another 2 hours, 6. And it's like, damn, I got to go to work. And you know what I'm saying? Your food, like, and it's like, that's a repeat every day. And I'm thinking about it like, I've been nonstop since the beginning of the year. Lying. I've been since, no, the beginning of the year, yes, but beginning of the year. I've been on investing heavy. I started thinking about like what I just said, living mostly at work. Then this is my home, or the place that I live currently. It's like I'm trading my time for money. And it's just like, when I do get my money, it's getting taxed on, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, how is there a way that I can flip this little bit of money that I do have? This is like insane. The reason why I say it felt great is because I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to. I'm experiencing things in real time, like seeing the signs. Like, say if I say, let's say, damn, I haven't seen an elephant in like 2 years. God will go. I'll walk outside, procrastinate. Like, I'll procrastinate for something. Like say I have to use the bathroom. I'm like, damn. I don't know. Something procrastinate. Like, it'll take me a long time to get dressed. I don't realize that, but I'm like, damn, why it took me so long to get? Because let's say I'm trying to catch a bus. It took me mad long to get dressed. Damn, I goddamn missed the bus. But I saw the fucking elephant. I'm like, yo, that's a fucking elephant. And then you're gonna be like, damn, didn't I just say I haven't seen an elephant, man? Long? It's gonna be shit like that. So I pay attention to the signs, but it's just like, damn, why did I say the elephant? Because I said I never seen an elephant before. And then when you think about like, it's deeper than like, it's just I just been following the signs because it's just like, okay, I'm seeing them literally in real, like I'm seeing it in real time, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, and I'm testing it out, and then I'm like, and this is why I get mad. Like, I don't, like I said, I don't get mad anymore. But it's just, it's like that's it. Just sounds like, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to. So when I say I get mad, I don't want to say it's not really me getting mad. I get mad with myself because it's just like, damn, like I've been. If I don't know how long I've been saying this, but bro, since I've known myself or known of myself the potential that I have to get to the bag, it's always been like I've always been that. So it's just like the resources and stuff that I have now, if I would have known this stuff like even in 2019, 2018, damn, 2016, like, because that's when I started working at the mall, bro. Like, and if I would, like, you don't understand, like, bro, what? Like, this is why I get mad, because I don't say that's what I just get like. But then I start thinking like the people I was around, the stuff that I was around, I'm like, I understand. And this is why I'm glad that I'm here, because it's been a long time being in this type of scenario. And it's just like, damn, I don't want to go back to that because it's just like, damn, and then it's two things. One, I didn't want to associate myself with being here because I felt like this was too low. This was too like, damn. Let me not say too low because I already said that. Not say, meaning I already like said it, but I don't want to say like that, not too low, because I was already here. So it's not like this is not familiar. And then I helped my mom move into here, not here physically, but in the shelter system. So it's like I felt like this was like a bottom of the bottom, like a punch in the face, I would say, because it's like, damn, like I'm gonna be honest, right? Because I'm always transparent with y'all guys. I'm gonna be keeping real. I was just like, damn, like I'm talking about, like, this is the conversation that I have. I don't want to say I said this directly, but this is how I felt, and I knew, knowing God knows everything and feels everything. Like, I know this was something that was on my heart, that He knew was on my heart, and He was just like, I'm just waiting for the time for you to say it. I apologize, like, you feel me? I'm sorry for feeling this way, but it's just like, damn, you see me work. Like, and I don't want to say work hard because stealing and stuff is not okay, but like, you seen the hustle, the mindset of like where I want, like where, and then you know the, like, and it's not saying like I'm stealing and I'm doing this stuff that just for myself. Like, you know what the overall goal is. You know what the backbone of this, like, this stuff is like for, like, so just like. And then every time, like, why? This is why I say I'm paying attention to the signs, because the signs are like, it's literally, this is what literally the signs are. It's literally a slap/punch in the face. Because once I start saying like what I just said to you, like, you don't understand, like, this is what I'm doing this for, and then that, and then God, he goes, or she goes, look where you just came from. Look at the environment. Step back, and I need you to understand where I put you. I put you there for a reason. I start thinking to myself like, okay, where did I just come from? I just came from here. What happened there? This happened. That happened. And it was not. I want to say I was live. Was I live? I don't know if I was live, but I was making TikTok videos. Those TikTok videos didn't come up because I was just like, I don't want to make them look bad and this, that, and that third, even though I was going through what I was going through. And then it was all this type of, it was just like, but that's why, but that stuff is just like still something that I don't fully understand, because it's like, why did I go through that? And then, but I feel like that was character development, because it was just like, it took everything, like, you don't understand. It took everything out of me not to do what I said I was gonna do in 2012 and last year, which was 2024. And I didn't realize that literally until just now, but because I've been saying, oh shit. think now I get it. That's crazy though. Damn. I didn't realize that it literally until just now. But it took everything in me not to do what I said I was gonna do in 2012 and last year. And then I was thinking to myself, like, why now though? Like, do you not see what I'm trying to build? Do you not see where this can go? Obviously you can see where this can go. And then where I don't watch videos, but it's just ironic how I feel how I'm feeling, and then God goes, this is why you're feeling this way. And it's not even by chance. I'm not following any type of pages on random. It's just, I'm scrolling through it. I'll give you an example. I'm on Instagram. As soon as you look on Instagram, it's girls shaking ass. And I'm like, I'm tired of this now. I want to find somebody that's really want to have a relationship, but everybody want to be only for. That's not the point. The point is, that's the first thing I see. Every freaking swipe is a random video comes around or something how I feel, and I'm just like, without me saying it out of my mouth, without me, it's just me I thought about it, and I'm like, crazy. Open my phone, 1, 2, the third. I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. And that happened more than once. And I'm like, nah, that's like, but my point is, he shows me like, this is why. And then it's like, that makes sense, because if I would have did what I was like, if I would have acted on my impulsive decisions, I wouldn't be here right now. I'll be somewhere else. I'll be where I was in December. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then shit like that, where I was in December, I'm sitting in that cell and I'm like, bro, I feel like that was the last time that I've really got mad. Like, you don't understand, like, bro, you don't understand. I don't remember, I think, was it the end of the month? I think it was it was after my birthday. The Monday, was it Monday? It was Friday. No, it wasn't Friday. It was the day after my birthday was on Monday, so that had to be like Wednesday. The point is, I was sitting in a cell, and that was the last, I don't want to say the last, it had to be the last day, because I don't get mad. If I do get mad, I go, whoa, that kind of got crazy. But the last time I was really like, what the like, you feel what I'm saying? My impulse, that last burst of impulse is when I was sitting in that cell in December. Because I just turned 26. I said, damn, I'm 26. Literally 8. I'm like, damn, I was born on the 8th. Literally combined 8. I'm like, okay. That means nothing to nobody, but I'm like, okay. I have to, if there's any time to change my life around, it's now. Because I'm 26, I'm fucking homeless, I've been couch surfing for a year now. Something has to give. So, I go, all right, boom. I start saying, all right, I'm gonna start doing this. Being, not even like, I just start doing the right things, like holding myself accountable, start doing, you know what I'm saying? Like the right things. And then every time you start doing the right things, something always goes wrong. And it's just like, yo, bro, I was doing good. Great. But I wasn't working. And I'm thinking like, I didn't notice, but I'm thinking it was good because it's like, damn, I haven't talked to somebody in a long time, ran down on somebody. Red flag right there. I never I was a never. But like willingly running down, except for like a YouTube video or something like that, I'm not running down on nobody. You know what I'm saying? If I talk to somebody, it's probably mostly it's at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I ran down on this girl, and then immediately, I recognized like, damn, this is literally what I just left. Not what I just left. This like, this reminds me of what like literally what I just went through. I caught myself doing shit that I'm like, I said I would never ever do again. And I'm not saying like it wasn't like, oh, I'm buying and I think it was none. Like, we didn't have none. It was nothing. It was just there was little conversations. We was literally having conversations. And the reason we talked for a week, I learned on the first day why this was and I was just like, I just want to see it. My fault. Which is why I gotta pay attention to the signs. But that was a perfect example. The first day, the reason why I said like I'm gonna give this like I didn't say I'm gonna give it a week, but I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take. I noticed on the first day. You don't understand. I noticed on the first day, and when I said this is not it, I'm like, this is crazy. But then I'm just like, I haven't talked to somebody in man long. I'm gonna see how this goes. God says no. I already gave you the signs. What do you wanna do? Oh, you wanna? That's why what I went through. That's why when I start understanding things, when I start understanding what the fuck is going on, I start moving accordingly. Because when God, like, you don't understand when God talks, He talks. When you ask Him, He gives it to you. That's why that's what made me understand. Like, damn. And there's another reason why I went live. When you ask God for something, He gives it to you. That's why I said I have to be careful what I ask for. Because I said I want to be independent. I want to finally have control over my life. Because I feel like I would have way more, like, you know what I'm saying? But then this is what's so crazy. The ambitions and the drive and stuff that I had is not the same drive that I had when I was 17, 16. You feel what I'm saying? When I was 17, 16, I had no fucks. I had no, like, I had to make what I had to make no matter what. And I had a buzz. And then when stuff like that happens, and then, you know what I'm saying? You start to be like, damn. So when God shares me the signs now, it's like you give me them 10 years later, but then it draws me back to when the people that you be around and stuff that delays, and then that's my, like, this is why I say I blame myself. I'm gonna keep everything clear. I cannot blame nobody but myself, and this is why I say I get mad, and this is why it goes back to the south. I know I'm all over the place, but I need y'all to understand what the fuck is going on in my brain. I can't be mad at nobody anymore, because when I was sitting in that cell, I was just like, why am I here? I've done everything right for the whole, like, I've controlled, like, you don't understand. I'm the crash out. Everybody thinks. Dez, no disrespect. Everybody knows Dez from crashing out. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody in my family is hesitant because they know oh my, like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like for an entire year, like, I realized this when I got kicked out. Like, okay, I can't be, and I learned it the hard way when I got kicked out the first time. Like, no, when I got, no. Who was the living with the first? It wasn't, when I got kicked the first time. It was, okay, my anger is, impulsive. That's a relationship that if it does come back around, I know for a fact they're gonna be like, what happened last time? We don't want to go through that again, so probably not. So that was just like, okay, going forward, off of that lesson, you go, damn, okay. Going forward to the next spot is just like, okay, now I have to be, okay, let me. But it's just like, you can't be, knowing when you're going, you can't be, because then the people are gonna go just, okay, we gonna go, you feel what I'm saying? So you still gotta be reserved, but still stand on what you stand on, you feel what I'm saying? And learning that, which is why you learn, you know what I'm saying? But with that, like I said, why I don't get mad anymore is because the reason why I smoke is because I'm thinking this is gonna establish a relationship. Come to find out, no. So now I'm stuck with a addiction that I want to like leave, but since I associate this addiction with feeling, with a sense of associating this addiction with a feeling that I can't have, so now I associate what I want with the feeling that I want, associated that feeling with that feeling, the smoking feeling, and then I still associate the what I can't have with the feeling of smoking, because I can't say that. Even I can say that, but I don't want to say that. So it's just like, okay, now it's just like, okay, can't have that. All right, let me smoke. Can't have that. All right, let me smoke. Can't have that. All right, let me smoke. But now I got this. It's like, okay, now I can smoke less. But now it's just like, I'm here. Why am I still here? Because I don't have enough money to get out of here. And then it's just like, the money's not the problem because like, I know it's not the destination. It's about the journey. The journey sucks. Literally, it sucks because it's not. And this is what ties back into why I can't get mad at nobody but myself. The reason why I stopped talking to people is because nobody that I was around was on the type of time that I'm on. And then now that I cut everybody off, fucking 6, 7, now it's not 6, 7 years ago, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 years ago, I'm trying to find people that are in the investment space, trying to find friends that are ambitious enough to really get to where I need to go. That's not fake. Because there's people that want to go where I want to go, but they're fake. Or they want to do like weird shit. Like, this is why I stopped talking to niggas and doing shit by myself. And then I can't get mad at nobody but myself because smoking, I did on my own because I thought I was going to establish a relationship. Now I associate that with stuff that I can't have. Now that I have one of the 100 things that I want, it's like the main thing that I want is the thing that I can't have. And then on top of that, you know, you can't have because, you know, and then it's like, damn, so what are you really doing this shit for? It's like, am I doing this for myself? Yes, because I don't want to be here too. But it's just like I said, I can't say no, I don't want the journey. I said I don't want the journey. It's like the journey is boring. But where I'm at is just like, it's so crazy. The other day I met somebody that I went to middle school with yet the other day. And it was just like, that's crazy. But I haven't, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in here, I'm literally in my room. This is literally, and this is another thing that I'm thinking about. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I'm literally, this is what I do. I'm at work, I come from work, I'm here, I'm in my room. There's nothing else for me to do. Even though I want to go to the gym, I want to do, but then you think about I'm a finance student, so it's just like, or not a finance student, I'm just in finance. It's just, that's a bill. That's an extra bill that I cannot afford. I can afford it, but I can't afford it. If you know, if you get what I'm saying, I can afford it, but I can't afford it. I can afford it, but I can't. I can afford it, but I can't afford it. I can afford it, but I just choose not to afford it because I choose to buy weed, but I can't buy my gym membership, and they cost the same thing. Actually, it costs $21, and that costs $30. Before I was paying $40, $80, $120, but I can't get a gym membership. You know, this sounds crazy. And I don't even want to map out how much money I made on or spent on that because that's going to make me go even insane because, you know what I'm saying? I'm already investing. And then thinking about how much money I could have had versus what I'm doing right now is going to piss me way off and it's going to make me, I don't even want to think about that. So I can't get mad at nobody because, like I said, smoking, because I thought it was going to establish a relationship with somebody that doesn't want, you know what I'm saying? Doing this for myself is just like, okay, yes, I want to do this to prove to myself that I can do this. But then it's just like, that's not really why I want to do this, because that's why, like, this is why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's just like, the journey is lame. Like, it would be cool if I lived in a place where niggas is nice, niggas really like their job, niggas really cared about shit. But it's weird also because if you know people and you're a people reader and this, that, and the third, when you walk into a fucking space, you feel people's energy. Regardless of what they went through not saying regardless, but you know, not saying you know, but they clearly went through something before they got here. So now that they're here, this is the only space that they have. This is the only space that they know that they have power over people. So they're gonna use that to the power. And I realized that from the last shelter to this shelter, from where I was before to the where I was, like this whole year and a half has been literally like, damn, people are really power hungry. Like, and it's not even. And I'm thinking it's just nigga that's rich, nigga. It's people that are in the shelter. Like, and it's like, what the fuck? How much you get paid? That's not enough for you to act the way you're acting. And you're acting like you're about to get a raise for kicking me out. You're about to get another body in here. Like this shit is really like, whoa, like, you feel me? Like, and I don't get mad anymore because it's like, what's the point? I used to get mad and be like, once you woke up down and flop, like, working myself up, and then I'm like, I'm doing all of this, I'm hyping myself up, my blood pressure is going up, and I'm like, for something I don't have no control over. I don't have no control over this shit. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't have no control over shit. What do I have control over? I only have control over my reaction. So nigga could do whatever they want. It's just me saying, have a good day. That shit gets tiring, gang. I'm not even gonna cap, because after a while, people, and it could be like the perception, people that know you for doing crash out things, all of a sudden see you telling people like have a nice day and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? They ain't gonna think like you soft and shit like that, even though it was never that. But then shit like that makes people like second guess, like, damn, like, is it like? And then that second guess makes people want to test you to see if you really like. And I hate when people think that you can really like play. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me, bro. Especially with the shit that I like. I don't want to give that an excuse, but like, bro, like, niggas don't understand. This is why, and this is before, bro. I always had that, bro, because I'm like, you never know what somebody's going through. And another thing, why I take more or have more mercy. I don't want to say mercy, because mercy sounds like if I didn't have that, you would be dead. You would be dead meat. I have more consideration for the people that are homeless, the people on the street, anything like that, because now I'm on the street. Not saying on the street physically, but like I can relate, because like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not physically sleeping on the street, but like I don't have my own physical space. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So not being able to shower, that shit was crazy. Like, thank God I have my, like, you know what I'm saying? Tonight is about to be a blast. But not being able to shower, having to be on schedule to eat something. This is like, you don't understand. When I made that video about in the other shelter with jail, like, the shelter's the new jail. Like, the shelter's not the new jail, but the shelter's been around for a long time. But this is literally, like, what is the difference from jail and a shelter? It's so crazy. I didn't just think about this. This is what I thought about when I was in the shelter in January. I'm like, we get free food. Because, you don't really think about shit until somebody else says it. And then you be like, somebody goes, be grateful. We get free food. We have a place to sleep. They help us they help us find a place. They find us. They help us find shelter and work. I'm like, everything that this nigga was saying, I was just like, he's like, what? They do. I'm like, nah, you right, my bad. And I went to my roommate like, my nigga, what is the difference? Nigga, in jail, they give you a job. You work in a calf. You work you work somewhere. You sleep somewhere for free. You eat somewhere for free. They know how to find you somewhere to live because you live there. What is the difference? What makes it worse is this is an old men's shelter. Jail. Come on, bro. What is the difference? It's literally the same exact thing. And how I know that is because when I was just like, they was like, we need your we need your social security number, and we need your Medicaid card. I'm like, for a fucking shelter? You need my social security number, you need my medical card, you need all of this for me to get in a bed. That doesn't make any when you start like shit like that doesn't make any sense. Why do you need my social? Because that helps us for the housing lottery and this and that. I'm like, niggas gotta go through your thing. Like, you don't have, there's no privacy. Like, niggas could dead right now. Niggas can walk through that door. Staff, open your door, or not even knock. Niggas, oh, staff, search. Just go through your shit. I had to argue with these niggas like, why? Like, and I was not allowed to get a bed in here when I first got in here. Niggas said we would not give you a bed if you do not sign. We cannot give you a bed if you don't get. Well, and then they was just like, well, we can't deny you a bed. Because I'm just like, what, nigga? I just came from a place that was denying me shit that, you know what I'm saying? And you can't do that because niggas, you come in for help. And it was just like, all right, so since we can't deny you food, since we can't deny you food. You see what I'm saying, bro? PTSD. We can't deny you a bed, but we can deny you service. We can't help you if you don't sign. What? Aren't you obligated to help me? Isn't this? But we need your social. We need your social. We need this. We need you. We need to be able to go through your things. You're literally giving up your rights. You don't have no rights. They be like, well, you have the right to appeal if you don't like the stuff that we're doing. That's like, does that make any, like, oh my God, that doesn't make any sense. Like, there's roaches in here. I can't say I never seen a roach in my life because I came with the projects, but like, come on, I try to make it seem like, I never seen a roach in my life. And then like I come in here and then it's just like, my God, like, the stuff that I never seen, which was those white bugs that I had on my fucking security jacket. I've never seen them since before, and I don't even know what the fuck that shit was. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? I don't know, bro. This is not me complaining. It's just stuff that makes me realize why I don't get upset anymore. Because if I would get mad at everything like those bugs, if I got mad about that, it would because you know what happened? I took the video, had my coat, put it on the shit, took the video, went downstairs, and I was just like, yo, what is this? She was like, that's right now. I'm like, yes, it's on my coat right now. Upstairs? Yes. What is that? I don't know. I woke up to this. Like, I've never had any type of, like, never. So I get here and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I'm not saying what the fuck is this because in my experience of being in places where people want to help you, if you're rude, you're going to the bottom of the list. So I go down there calm, like, yo, we don't know what to do with this. So now I gotta go downstairs, wash my shit, pray to God that these niggas is not alive and water and moving and shit. Turns out these niggas is. I'm like, I have to wash my coat 3-4 times for the shit to. I'm like, I can't get mad at everything because then it's just like I'm just being mad fuck, and then I'm gonna just think that everything in the shelter system is just fucked. Everything in life is just fucked, and then keeping that mindset. I'm here now. I get a job that I'm so thankful that I have. I get there, and then I take that mindset that I have here that everything is fucked. One wrong thing, I trip on a rock. What the fuck? If I wasn't at the shelter, I wouldn't be able to trip. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's just. And then you just start thinking everything, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta change your mindset, bro. That's why, as soon as I started changing my mindset, everything started going good. That's why I say I'm Gucci. It's just, when I bring up shit like that, it's just like,
those are the experiences that helped me get to where I'm at right now. That's understanding, like, all right, I'm here. All right, I got a job. That's cool. If I don't, it's like, that's cool. I'm still going to interviews every day. You know what I'm saying? But before I got in the shelter, I was like, bro, I cannot be in the shelter and have no job because that's gonna be so much depressing and stuff like that. Not true at all. Even though it's hard because it's like, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing to do. You here all day, and I'm just like, all I do is like smoke, or I go get food, come back, smoke, get food, like, you know what I'm saying, and get out of shape. Like, it's annoying. But once you start changing your mindset, like, damn, all right, if I do 100 squats here, if I do 100 sit-ups, if I do 100 push-ups a day, you know what I'm saying, in a week, in a month, I'll be stronger than I was last month. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then if I do that consistently, I'll be better than I was last year. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just keep your mindset positive, because I'm saying, like I was before, thinking like everybody's out to get me, niggas is praying against me and shit like that. That was my mindset. It could have been true, but you never know, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I just changed my mindset. As soon as I changed my mindset and stopped thinking about the past and started thinking about the present, and that's another thing that helped me, because I was always thinking about, damn, you know what I'm saying? If I had 25,000, fucking blew that when I was 19. Bam, if I had that shit right now, bro, you don't even understand. Like, this shit would not even be a fucking thing. I would never know nobody in here and da 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 do. And then you know what I think about now? I start thinking about, like, all right, I'm here. Why am I here? I see people every single day. I'm like, is there a reason why I'm seeing these niggas every day? Like, it's just like, am I supposed to speak to them? And that's why, like, you know, so crazy. I've been here in this specific shelter for like, I think, a month and a half. I literally this month, I just started talking to people. Literally, I started talking to like the case manager that's here. I didn't even know where they were, because they was just like, oh, you gotta talk to your case manager. I was like, I don't even got one. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. And he was like, oh, they downstairs. Like, they here between this time and that time. I'm like, oh, well, okay. And I started taking that serious, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just focus on the present, because like, I just want to understand, like I said, I know it's the journey and not the destination, because once I get, like, I realize, all right, I made, let's say, hypothetically, I made today 5,000. Not saying I didn't make 5,000 today, but let's say hypothetically I did. Making 5,000 versus working a 9 to 5, working 12-hour shift, only getting paid $7.65, and then this is before I was like not getting taxes taken out, right? And before taxes or after taxes, you was only getting like $6.25. I'm like, and not even $6.25. Sometimes you get 5 something. And that's just, like, you know what I'm saying, depending on how much you're getting paid, and then how much, because the more money you make, the more taxes they take out, and it was like, so if I made 5,000 in 1 hour, and then I make working a 9 to 5 when I make 700. And this is why I'm grateful for why I have or had my grandparents. Because I feel like if I was anybody else, bro, like, I don't know what like my life would be. Like, if I didn't have my great grandmother in my life before she passed away in 2015, I don't know if I would be the same me, or have the same type of respect that I have for older people, because I have a lot of older people in my life. And that's probably why I don't, like, I was kind of upset when they was doing that knockout shit with the old people, because I'm like, damn, like, if anybody touch anyone in my grand, like, I'm crashing out, like, what? And then, like, stuff like that, I'm just like, I'm just very aware now. I just pay attention to everything, and like I said, it's about the journey and not the destination, because like I said, if I, like, God forbid, not God forbid, but hypothetically I made 5,000 today, and versus me making 700 while working, knowing that I made 5,000 today is just like, damn, like I said, why I'm grateful for having my parents. If I was anybody else, 5,000 would be nothing. And I would go leave this place that's free, where I'm not paying anything, and then go and try to get something that's gonna just go out and accumulate bills. And then I have to go and struggle and do, you know what I'm saying? Where if I'm here, everything is free. I don't have to work. I'm not saying I don't have to work, but I don't have to worry about paying any bills. You know what I'm saying? I at least have breathing room. All right, now I can save, and I can save for. I have a deadline, obviously, but I can save in between this deadline, stack, save, grow a couple things that makes, you know what I'm saying? And then when it's time, or when I feel like, okay, I can take a risk right now and see where this goes. And if not, I have cushion. And if not, I still have, you know what I'm saying? I'm just aware of certain things. And if I was anybody else and I made this, or if I hypothetically I made that, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, blessed, truly. And if I did, I would still work. Because, you know, like I said, I'm trying to work. Trying to be, not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be me. But I'm not trying to be a fucking Jay-Z. I'm not trying to be no Casanova. I'm not trying to be no fucking ISP. You know what I'm saying? I want to be regular, bro. You don't understand. I just want to be regular. You know, it's so crazy. It's funny to say that now. It's funny to say that now, doing YouTube, saying I want to be regular and shit like that. My whole life, I've always wanted to be famous. My whole life, I've always wanted to be famous. And it's crazy saying famous, it sounds lame now, but that's what I used to say when I was little. I was like, I want to be famous. I want to be famous. And it stopped when I turned 16. After I met this girl that works for Rock Nation, she worked for Rock Nation, yeah. But after that, and then it didn't stop. It's just, I just started understanding that it's more to just music. It's never just music. When, you know how people start their videos and they're like, oh, well, you know, if you thought music was just uploading shit and that's it, nigga, that's what I thought in 2018. You can just upload music and nigga, nobody knows. I was recording, I still have the songs from fucking, oh my goodness, I don't even remember. I have to look at my emails to see the year that me and Josh did that, and my little cousin. It's crazy that I was talking to her last month. Well, yeah, no. I talked to her in December. I saw them in December. I talked to them last month, yeah. And I was like, yo, you remember that song? And I don't think it was her. I think it was her. So, no, but I remember her voice. I know it was her because it was me and her. But it was two of us. But I know it was her because I remember her voice. Her voice never changed. And it's crazy. And that's another thing. That's another thing I regret. I should have been. People made fun of me doing YouTube, and it's crazy because I was the only person in my school doing YouTube. The only thing I regret is not recording to make fun of me in YouTube. I should have recorded in YouTube, but I didn't have a phone. You feel what I'm saying? But I think I did. But I didn't get a phone until my senior year. And then by that time, I was already transferring to another school. And then by that time, that's when I got my first job. You know what I'm saying? So, and then and that was 2018. You know what I'm saying? No. My first job at Burger King, I think that was 2018. Or 2017, 2018, one of them. And then the very next year I went to college. And then I just been working ever since. So that gap that you see in my YouTube channel, that was all from my first dancing video where I was dancing in the middle of the street. That was high school. Then the next video, my first video was me doing Chris Brown, that singing shit. I was in North Carolina in that video. The next video was me dancing in the middle of the street in front of my cousin car, rest in peace him, in a black car behind me in a Honda. That's high school. I thought that the lock where I was like doing the bang thing where I was like that. I thought that was so fire. I still think that's fire. I showed everybody that shit in my school. Everybody. And then I did that. Everybody made fun of me. From then, I stopped posting videos on YouTube until 3 years later after because I felt that they made me feel bad about it. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? All right, I'm doing what I want to do. Niggas making fun about it. And then 3 years later, I was like, I'm not posting on my channel. And then I did like a little dance and shit, some bullshit ass shit. And then I did I forgot. I think I did something else. I'm skipping because I did the video with my sister, but that was, I'm talking a long time. I'm talking about like content wise. You know what I'm saying? And then I started doing videos in college. And another thing that I should have done, the thing I should have done in school when I was in college is I should have, and this is why I say this now, but I can't even do, because what I want to do now is like, I want to edit. You're not going to watch, if I post the videos that I want to post now, you're not going to watch them. Give it a whole buck, you're not going to watch them. But if it's the style of videos that people, the 6-second mind span that people have now, if it's edited like that, of course you'll watch it. And then, you know what I'm saying? But if I post a video of me just yapping, you're not going to watch it. I'm telling you, you're not going to watch it. Unless I get to that point, and then you're going to watch it. And then at that point, you're probably not going to want to watch it. You're going to probably watch somebody else that's experienced is going to watch it. And then you're going to probably watch them react to it. And then be like, oh, okay, cool. And if it's interesting enough, then you're probably going to watch it. Just to say that, oh, I watched it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the world that we're getting. That's the world we're getting to. That's the world we're in. The fuck? That's the world we're getting. That's the world we're in. Like, see? Staff. Sometimes they don't even knock. They just walk in. And it's not even the time for it. They do, right now it's 7:51. They usually do bed checks around 11 o'clock. My roommate that's supposed to be here hasn't been here for a month. And he came literally 2 weeks ago for 60 seconds to say, you remember me? Okay, I'm going. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm word. I haven't seen him since. I'm confused. What are you doing? Hold on. I don't know. Maybe weird shit that be happening here. Like somebody was arguing earlier this morning. Can't get mad at nobody but myself. I'm on like, I think my last $50 in cash or 40 and EBT cash. And I'm over here like, damn. I'm over here like, putting my like, I'm putting my like, my finance strategies together. Like, oh, if I spend this much a day, because before I was just like, oh, I could buy this, I could buy that. And then now it's just like, damn, it's the last week, you know, and then it's a week and a half. So I'm like, fuck. And today's Monday. I'm like, fuck. Because I used to get, like, I was doing good because I was buying a sandwich. And then I would get the juice, but the juice would last me 24 hours. And then I would just drink water. But then, you know, that adds up. So what I would do is just like, all right, just stop buying junk food. Cool. Okay, now you start saving. And then it's just like, okay, now you can't get juice, only drink water. And it's like, fuck. And then I think I only have phone bill, that bill, and then I have, there's those two, there's these two, and then I think I only have two. Oh, three, because my subscription with Tidal. Other than that, I only have two. Because I cut everything else, because I'm like, bro, I'm paying fucking all of this bread I could have, like, that's why I show, like, I don't think about the money I could have made. I don't think about the money that I'm making now, because all of that just frustrates me. It's like, I'm not, and it's unconsciously, it's just like, you think, and I feel like I'll talk about this for myself, because I was just about to say people do this, but I can't speak for people. I only can speak about me. When I get, like, this is before, because now it's just like, all right, when the first time that I've ever touched $1,000, I was just like, what the fuck? I could go get a fucking house. Like, that's what I thought. That's how I felt. But the first time I touched $1,000 on it, like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to the mall, I'm buying, like, dumb shit. Like, I bought a game. I didn't even play games. I bought a fucking game just because I could. Never played that. Like, you don't understand. I have 2K since 2K19 came out. Never paid for any of them except for, I think, 2020. Nope. I think my sister helped me get 2025. I don't think I've ever paid for 2K. No, I'm lying. I think I paid for 21. No. I paid for 26. No, because I don't have 26. No, I don't have 26. I do have 26. Do I have 26? I don't remember, bro. I know I have, like, at least from 2020. No, I have from 2021 to 2025 for sure. And I've only played 2021 on one finger. No. Because I'm lying. If you look on my YouTube channel, that's how many times I played 2K. And those, and I have, like I said, I told you, I have from 2K 2020 to, 2021 to 2025. And those were gifts from people I used to talk to. I do not play those shits, bro. Because I play games, and at those times I was playing games, but I wasn't, like, I was trying to figure it out. Now I know, like, if somebody gives me a game, even though I don't have a TV in here and I don't have my PS5, if I did, that's what I would be, like, you don't understand. That's what I'd be doing. Crazy, because I would live stream. That's what I would be doing. Oh, my fucking God. That's what I would be doing. That's what my money would, oh, my fucking God. I think about that now. I think about that fucking shit now that I've already invested in what I'm invested in now. And then I think about that. And you see, this is why I get mad at myself. But even though that's a good investment, it's like I was thinking about ways to make money quick. And then even though it's quick, but it's not like how you can't, everybody say it's quick money. Yes, it's quick money. You can make the money in literally an hour. You can't get access to that money until 4 to 5 days, depending on your bank. So you can't say that, you know what I'm saying? So, not God forbid, but let's say hypothetically I made 5,000 and I wanted to take out 2,000. I can't have access to that 2,000 until 5 days later. You feel me? So Monday, it's like, okay. Hypothetically, Monday, I would have 2,000. Man. But, everything is a learning lesson. And another thing I thought about was saving money was like, all right, I ate food in the shelter one time, which was breakfast, which was French toast, eggs, and sausage, which was not bad, but it's crazy because literally 24 hours before I had IHOP. Literally 24 hours before I had that breakfast, I had IHOP. And that's the taste that I was expecting. And I didn't get that. I said, what the fuck is this? Immediately in my brain. I said, how much did I spend on IHOP? I spent $56 fucking dollars on that shit. What did I spend on downstairs? Nothing. I disputed that. How much did I get back? Nothing. How much did I spend in the cumulatively February? $400 on fucking DoorDash. How much of that did I get back? Nothing. So, I need you to understand. This is 2026. I haven't ordered food on DoorDash since 2020. I think of mine, I will go to my DoorDash. I stopped this February. Last time I ordered food was in February. So you're seeing this video now, and if we go in the first video where I'm showing my shit, and then somebody brings up, well, yeah, because I'm not ordering food on DoorDash until what? Because no, can't afford it. I can afford it, but I can't afford it. The reason why I can afford it is because you have money to afford it, but the taxes and stuff makes it. That's why I'm just like, I'm paying something that's $14. Why the fuck am I paying 27 goddamn dollars for something that's $14 and I gotta pay this nigga a tip? Because now it's like, I can't just do not tipping, bro. I did that shit so many times and laughed at people. Like the last thing, I don't know how many times I said this, but I feel super bad. I wanna get in touch with this person just so I can give them $1,000. Like, bro, it was 2020. I think it was 2020 because I was in my. All I remember is I was in Jersey at my cousin's house. It was snowing crazy, and I was just like, yo, let's order food. I think I ordered food or my cousin ordered food. One of us, no. I think my cousin ordered food because I was like, tip him. And he was like, no, he was like, I gotta tip him. I'm like, nigga, don't tip that nigga. The fuck? I think I already get paid on that ad. Don't tip that nigga. And then we laughed, nigga. I laughed until I started doing DoorDash, until I started doing Instacart on feet. I was not laughing. Because once you start realizing that you only get paid $8 an order, $7 an order, and then the tip is included in that order, and if you don't get tip, you get damn near $5, $4 an order. That shit is not funny. That shit is not funny. And then I'm on feet in the heat, rain, like, and I'm over there complaining. Every time I thought about that dude. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Fuck, I know that nigga was like, good for you. Good fucking for you. That shit is crazy, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't go, I'm gonna keep it real. Because, like I said, I'm a transparent person. I'm a transparent person. Even though I was never like this, like the person that I'm turning into, or the person I would have turned into if I wasn't on or thinking or changed my mindset or anything, or the path I was turning into. If I wasn't like, how do I say this? If I wasn't, I'm trying to find a word, or find the words to, I don't know. I think I did forget what I was about to say, because I was like, what the fuck? This is why I need to stop smoking. Smoke. Really weird trying to think about what I was about to say. It would have been easier if there was people in here to remind me what I was on, but. Oh, I think it was all saying why I don't be around people and stuff like that is because the influence, no, I'm gonna be real. The influence of people. Oh, of why I'm here. I'm gonna keep it real. If I wasn't or why I was turning, like I said, why, like if I wasn't my head on straight, why I'm turning into a person right now. If I wasn't in this type of scenario or this type of like predicament, even like I said, even though I wasn't born up like this, I was never this person. But like I said, when you go through things and you're conditioned around somebody that thinks that the world either revolves around them or the world is gonna pay, you start to feel bad and then think like the world owes you instead of, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't think, because like I said, that's the person I was turning into to a point, because I was just like, and then I've been, you know what I'm saying, conditioning now for like a good 9 years, 8, 9 years. I'm not blaming, like I said, blame myself, because like I said, I had a strong mind, but you get manipulated into thinking certain things because people do things for you, and then once you start thinking about that, then you think about it as, damn, those things are not stuff that you do out of kindness. It's manipulation, because it's like you throw that in my face. You go, damn, I did this for you. I'm expecting you to do this. So when you're doing stuff for somebody, it's supposed to be genuine. You're not supposed to say, oh, you're supposed. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I say. If I wasn't on or go in this type of predicament to humble me to, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't treat people how I'm treating people now. I would be treating people like how I was treating people in January and mid February. You get what I'm saying? It was not talking to people, and if I was talking to people, it was more like I was irritated because, one, I didn't like where I was. Two, I didn't want to. My two things of goal why I stopped talking to people was because, one, I knew if I was like attractive, which sounds crazy, but this is really literally what I was thinking about. Um, literally what I was thinking about. I don't want to say it was depression, but I don't, whatever. Keeping myself at 100%, I knew that would bring attention, so I kept myself at like a 40, 30%. Crazy to even say that, but one half of that was just because like I couldn't help myself. Not say couldn't help myself. It's just I had no control. It was like, damn. It's like, okay, I'm really homeless now. But it was just like other times. It was just like other times. It was just like I'm not even. I don't have a haircut. I look bad. I don't smell the best, and I'm still pulling numbers. There's no way. So, like, I had to like literally like isolate myself, like literally like force myself to be inside, like be a homebody, like stop talking. Like people like, oh, I can't go out. I was barely going outside before, but when at least like out of the 10 times you asked me to go out, that it was one time where I'm like, all right, fuck it. But I'm not going to no club. I've never been to a club. Never, ever been to a club. It'd be like, yo, I'll help you with a video, or like we link up to go like to the park to play ball or something like shit like that. Yeah. But other than that, no. But people will always invite me. Yo, we going to fucking Alpha. We going to fucking this place. We going to this place. Yo, we going to. I'm like, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I'll text you. You know, and then I'm not going, bro. I know I'm not going. I know I'm not going. I know I'm not going, but they know I'm not going. They just, I don't know. This is weird. So I have to take that step back, and now that has been 4 years, like it's like I'm like, damn. Now that I know how long it's been, and you feel it, because it's like I can feel it, because before I used to be like, when I used to talk to women, it's just like I used to come off the dome with just flowing with shit. Like now I'm just like, I'm weird, like, and that shit fucking, I'm never weird, but it's just weird because I haven't been talking to females in 4 fucking years. Like my ex really fucked me up, like no cap. She didn't fuck me up, but like she fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. But it was just like, cause I could have like dealt with that and then like bounced back, but I just chose not to, because like I said, I know myself, so I know like I'm not gonna be fully committed to somebody or try to, because I know my ex did me dirty and I need my give back. And I'm not trying to sit there and hurt somebody else just to satisfy myself. That's selfish. I don't want to do that. So I'd rather be alone. And that's just so crazy that I said that, because the girl I was talking to last year, before I left, so what I kept saying is I'd rather be alone. We weren't together, and it's so crazy. We weren't together, but we were talking like it. She kept saying we're not together. I'm like, I never said we were. I don't know. You're talking like we're together. No, I'm not. You just think that because of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people try to throw what they feel onto you so you can take the accountability for that. And I, like, you know what I'm saying? Because how you telling me that I'm talking like something, and then you start thinking what they start, and then you be like, oh, you're throwing that in my face. No, you said you get whatever you want. But now, you know, it's just weird. So you get whatever you want. So now when you tell me like, oh, you want a relationship because you say you get everything that you want, you just assume that everybody wants you. So you assume that me talking the way I'm talking to you is trying to get, and I'm just like, no, I'm just giving you what I'm telling you. And then me saying that makes you think that I'm rejecting you. So you start getting defensive, and then, oh, I thought I'm tweaking. And then it's just like what are we doing? That's why I started like, okay, I understand. I understand this. I know where this is going. I've been through this before. Like I said, I learned it. Okay. But I guess I let it dry out. By Wednesday, that's when I started saying I'd rather be alone. Because at that point I'm like 3 days in, I'm already drained physically. How? It took me a year and a half. What is that? February? January, February, March, April? 4 months? A year and a, that's not 4 months, that's a year and a quarter? A year and a what? Year and 4 months? But it took me that long to get tired. Not to get tired, because I wasn't tired. I was still chasing until like June. But after that, and then evaluating that, and then saying that I would never do that again, before I seen similarities, I just felt like that's what that was. And then your expectations of what you want out of somebody is compared to what the last person was giving you, and then you're not. That's. I'm not doing that. If that's the case, then get back with that dude. The fuck. Like, I don't understand what people be going through. Even though I said this live is gonna be about hay, this is still hay. It's just hay with a bunch of other things attached to it. And as you can tell, I'm about to leave. It's now 8 o'clock. We have 3 more hours. Not hungry, but I can go for something to eat. I think dinner is over. That's another thing. I think breakfast is at like 6, 7 in the morning. Lunch is at 7. Lunch is at like 10 to like 11, and then dinner is at like 6. Who the fuck is waking up at 6 in the morning to eat breakfast, bro? Like, be real. I don't know, but I just have to figure out, like, if I'm not being up at 6, then I gotta wake up at 10. And 10 is like, and then working is like, I'm not even here for none of that. It was like, I eat when I eat. And then when I do eat, it's not the best because I could not eat for 2 days, 3 days. And then when I do eat, I feel, no. When I don't eat for those 2, 3 days, I feel great. 10,000 backflips. I can fly, and then I eat a fucking turkey bacon egg and cheese or fucking what is this? Ham and cheese, not ham and cheese, chicken. Honey glazed turkey on a roll. On a roll, not a hero, a roll. No chips, no juice, just water. I still feel bloated after. Not even after 8 o'clock, and this is before I can eat this shit at 3 o'clock and still feel like a fucking fat ass. You know what I'm saying? But that's off of the shit that I'm eating, like. And then I'm thinking about, like, I thought about this literally in February. I'm like, bro, I need to save money. I'm getting like, if I'm on the EBT, I calculated it. I think it's $12,000. Not 12,000. It's 1,200. Because I think it's 200. It's a $91 every 2 weeks. The 1st and the 15th, or the 16th, or the 2nd and the 15th, or the 17th. If this shit is a holiday or whatnot. But I'm like, if that's free money, and then what I was doing before, like buying weed and blowing it on bullshit, I'm like, I can invest that. That's $12,000 I can invest. That's free money. And then I'm not even gonna say that, but I'm like, that's free money. And then working, I can invest that, and then I can use what I'm doing on the side to make me money, and then use that to get the fuck out of the hood. And I'm like, bro, I need to do something, because this shit, like, I can't keep smoking and like, this shit is annoying. And even though I'm doing it right now, bro, this shit is late. Like, bro, this shit is weird, because you could be like, oh, how are you tired of it, and you're doing that, bro. I don't think you understand. And I keep saying this, and I feel like it's an excuse, but you don't understand how like distraught I am for not having what I really want, bro. Like, and everybody's like, what do you really want? Like, it's pointless to even say, because you're gonna be like, oh, you have it, but at like at what like at what cost? Because it's not gonna be. Yeah, I have what I want, but it's not gonna be how I want it, because it's not it's can't even explain it, bro, because niggas is gonna deny it. Niggas is gonna be like, no, I really love you, bro. I always did. It's just, it's always something. Oh yeah, but excuse me. Thank you. But it's always something with, like, oh no, we do love you, but nobody know what love is. And then if you know what love is, can you love somebody you don't love yourself? I don't understand that until I started loving myself, putting myself first instead of putting my family first. Because that's what I said. I don't blame nobody but myself, but that's why I'm here. If I would have focused on myself in 2022 and stopped worried about thinking people had my best interests at heart, because people said that, don't worry, I got this. And then it's like, what should I do? I thought you had this. Now you wait to the last day, and then you're like, what do we do? And I could've, like, that shit pissed me off so bad, bro. Like, you don't understand. Like, I never voice my shit. Like, it's so crazy. Niggas be like, God gives you power for the strongest warriors. And I'm like, you must think I'm fucking indestructible or something, because this is outrageous. And it's silent. It's silent wars, too. It's just like shit that you think. And I know it's people that's going the way worse. Niggas don't have. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Fuck that. What I'm going through right now is like, I feel like it's the end of the world, because it's like, I feel like a kid. The reason why I'm gonna be real before my phone dies, because it's on 4%. The reason why I want to bring kids into this world is because of the way I grew up, the way I see the world, and like, I don't want to be selfish to my kid. I know what my dad said, but I can relate to my dad. The only reason why I say I can relate to my dad, as far as the responsibility of having kids, is I don't want the responsibility of having kids if I'm not financially stable. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to have kids. The second reason is because of the stuff that I cannot control in this world. I don't want my kid knowing anything about being gay, being this, being that. I don't want my kid being bullied. I don't want my kid being influenced about doing anything. Like, it's just so much stuff that I don't want. And I don't even, and then the consequences of like stuff that I've done that I don't even remember. Like, and then it's just like, why am I going through these things? And then having to explain like, oh well, I slapped somebody 10 years ago. That's probably why they got slapped today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit that I can't control. And it sounds crazy, but the more reason I'm leaning on is I don't want the society to corrupt my kid. And then my kid has to like, oh well. And then what I believe is not what the world, but then this is gonna be the division between me, and then it's gonna be like, I just rather not. You know what I'm saying? Because people have kids. I feel like people have kids just to claim them on their taxes. Literally, bro. Or just to say I have kids. Or just to say I feel like people have kids to get females and to put them on their taxes. Because other than that, all people do is tell your kids to do stuff that you don't want to do, which is the laundry, and tell them that's something that they're supposed to do, and if they don't do it, you get beat, and if not, you can leave. One whole time, nigga, I didn't ask to be here, and you didn't plan for me to be here. It was just a damn, okay, I'm in a financial situation, and then it's like, okay, now I gotta do what I gotta do. Now you're mad that I'm here because of, or if you're not mad, it's the financial, like, you kind of think about it as, and this is the stuff that I peep, not saying me, is just being around people that are young mothers, and I'm not trying to say anything like that, but it's just, you see, niggas is not gonna say, oh yes, bro, I'm only having kids just for the tax break, bro, or I'm just having kids just to, people be like, yo, I love my kids, bro, I do not see that, bro. I do not see it. You can say, well, like, and then people like, well, you're not there with da da da. What I don't understand, right, is when people be like, yo, I love my kids and this, that, and the third. If you really loved your kids, right, why the fuck would you lay down with somebody that you're not 100% sure that they're gonna be there for you? And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, we thought that. No, no, you didn't. And yes, you did, because you knew that females have this sense. When you have that sense when somebody's not making enough money, you're not gonna approach somebody thinking da da da. You have that feeling. You know, like, this nigga not gonna but he look good, or he got something going for himself right now, and da da da. And then you got that hope or something that, you know what I'm saying, or just because he look good, you automatically like. It's always about the female. It's always about the female in that specific time frame from when they conceive until, no, when they have sex until they conceive, until they have that. It's all just that split. And it's like, damn, now I got a kid, or damn, now I got a, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, you have a kid and you're not supposed to have a kid. Now you're getting kicked out. Now you're gonna keep the kid, and if you don't keep the kid, you're still getting kicked out. And so now it's just like, damn. So I gotta get rid of the kid. Not gonna know the kid. Then it's like, all right, well then if I keep the kid, then it's just like, where I'm gonna go. All right, I know everybody's on this, that, and the third. Now I'm gonna go here. I know I'm gonna get assistance, and everything's gonna be Gucci. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, my thing is just like, everybody, and then say everybody because it's like, people say, I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my kids. But those are the same people that leave their kids with other people for them to go out on the weekends or during the week. And you're going to be like, well, we're not supposed to go out when you have kids? No. Your whole life is supposed to be dedicated to your kid. You love your kid, right? They're gonna be like, well, we need a break. Why did you have the kid then? Talking about you need a fucking break. What? What the fuck did you have the kid for if you need a break? And people be like, well, do you have kids? Do you understand? No, but if I was a dad, I would never want to leave my kid's side because I know how it feels to be a kid with other parent or be a like, you feel what I'm saying? So I would always want to provide that. And people that say that they want to provide that, they don't. oh my God, what am I doing? Like, it's just like, people do not talk what they say. They say it because it sounds good. Self-reflection is crazy. I just hate doing that. When I say shit like that, man, I just think about myself, bro. Because I can't even sit here and just say that to, like, I gotta talk about myself too, bro. Because I be thinking about that too. I be thinking about the stuff that I be saying when I be sitting here on this bed, and I be like, bro, I have 3 side hustles that can turn into 3 full-blown businesses that I'm really sitting here and not. I have a laptop right here that I can print out and go and post, and I can make. And then I'm just like, tomorrow. Why? And I said that if I ever had the opportunity, I would jump on it, and I'm not jumping on it. I said that today. It's 8 o'clock. So I can't even sit there and be like, I'm all talking, no action, because it's been like this for a month. I'm not even gonna sit there and be like, you know what I'm saying? I can't even sit there and scream on the women, and I'm no different. I'm not saying it. I'm not judging. It's just, I'm not judging you women. I can't even sit there and say that because I already just did. I don't want to say, I'm not judging women. I'm judging somebody. And I know I'm not supposed to do that. And I do apologize, but I'm not. That's not my apology. I am sorry, but I'm not sorry, because it's like, as a kid, this is how I feel. As a kid, I'm not a kid, but as a kid, I feel like your only obligations is supposed to be to love your family or love who brought you into this world, your parents. And they say you're supposed to do good in school and da da da. But what the fuck? But when you don't have, like, say you're a kid that don't have their parents, they're not gonna be focused on school because they're gonna be wondering why that their relationship with their parents is the way it is and try to fix it. And then when they're trying to fix it and don't under what they don't understand is when they don't fucking get school. Not saying they don't get school is because their focus is too. Their focus is on trying to build a relationship with their parents, and their parents are trying to understand why the fuck these kids is going to school and not paying attention is because they're in school thinking about, damn, when I get home, can me and my dad go play basketball? Can I have a conversation with my mom about this, or can we do this and this and that? And then when you have a test, like, fuck, I had a test today. Damn, I didn't study because I'm thinking I'm at home trying to have conversations and beating a horse to death that don't want to drink water and don't want to go this and don't want to do this and don't want to do that. And then I'm getting yelled at when I get back home because my teacher called this person saying that I don't want to, I'm not in school, I'm not in school. He's not doing this and that, and it's why you're not doing this. And I don't have an answer. I do have an answer, but it's the truth. It's because I want a relationship with you. I don't want to be in school. And then what? You get beat. And then what after that? You get beat again. Like, it's just a cycle. What happens? I don't want to do this. So what do you want to do? You've been asking me this for fucking how many years? 10 years now. And it's not clear as day what I want to do. This is why I say people don't really care about their kids. Or claim that they said that they have kids or care about them, and you know what I mean? And this is why kids grow up the way that they do. Because when parents say that a certain thing and then they don't follow up on that shit, and then you react to what they said, and then it wasn't the way that they thought, now you're the bad guy. But you said, you know? My phone about to die.